Tonight's ongoing stories of Jake and the Hobo, My Summer of Love. And in this adventure of Jake Meadows, a 16-year-old girl fleeing her family in Black Mountain, West Virginia, and finding herself by the side of the road where she meets a man, Erasmus P. Hobbs, who travels the country. He is, as we say in the back of the book, a good Samaritan, a veteran, a professional hobo who lives in his handmade RV called Emma Goldman with his wise dog Socrates. And she says, in the summer of love, my world had changed, and I learned something I never thought possible, and that was to love myself. It is a powerful book, though I wrote it, but it's about many of the issues now. It's about immigration. It's about refugees and people being treated with respect, kindness, and dignity. And in this particular chapter, towards the end of the book, is where Jake and Erasmus help refugees who are fleeing across the border. And inadvertently or not, Erasmus is shot. And we pick up the adventures today on page 189. Erasmus is in the hospital. I was shocked when I walked in. He was awake. His green eyes sparkled, and he only had one IV. Well, if it isn't my favorite hobo, said Erasmus. I fell into his arms. Erasmus! Careful, Jake. The shoulder is sore. I was at a loss for words. I needed to be held, to be reassured he wasn't going away. I was terrified. I had seen my whole world turn upside down and spin out of control during the last 4 days. I came back to visit in the afternoon. Ross, the nurse, said you could eat, so I made your favorite hobo burritos with beans, rice, tofu, and tomatoes. Thank you, Jake. I'm sure it's delicious, but I can only eat a little. I remember a little what happened. I tried talking to the cop, and then everything went black. I assumed Ricardo, Anna, and Angelina are safe. While eating, I filled him in on all the adventures. Remember, they had gotten away before you were shot? I can't believe all the trouble you get into. Man, Erasmus, you're becoming a full-time and a half job. Please, don't make me laugh. It hurts too much. Where's Matt? He'll be here in a minute. He's been fabulous and is ready to get his truck engine in Flagstaff whenever you're ready. Everyone we picked up has gone north on the Underground Railroad, and Ricardo and Anna are in Colorado in a safe house. Nothing to worry about. Most importantly, you're okay. We got Erasmus out of bed, and the orderly helped him with the shower. I put his guitar, drawing pad, and pencils by his bedside. Thanks for your help, said Erasmus. I can't believe how sore I am and how much I've been sleeping. I've been taking homeopathic medicines plus antibiotics. Ah, my doctor, Anna Torres, is here. Hi, Jake. We spoke earlier about Erasmus, said Dr. Torres. Mr. Hobbs, you have a lucky star guiding you. The bullet missed your heart, and we had to give you a few pints of blood for transfusion. And now, you have to take it slow. You shouldn't travel. Is there a place that you can stay around here for a few weeks? Thank you for all your help, Doctor, said Erasmus. I have a lot of angels surrounding me. I've had too many close calls in my life, more than most people would be entitled to. However, between the bullet, the surgery, the extra blood, and the hospital stay, I'm ready to hit the road. I have friends in Sedona, and whenever I need mending, I go there. Mr. Hobbs, said Dr. Torres, you shouldn't travel for at least a week, and then only when we've cleared you. We got the bullet, but we need to run some more tests, and with your other medical problems, it's not a good idea to be on the road. You need to be near medical help. Doctor, this has been one insane week. I value and do take all your advice seriously. I am deeply grateful. Socrates patiently waited until the doctor left, then leaped into Erasmus's arms. This is my best medicine, my Socrates. I've missed you. If they had let you into the ICU, I would have had you there. I said to Erasmus, you gotta stay. The doctor doesn't think you're ready. I'm gonna be fine. How you been doing? I've been worried about you. The first days after the shooting, I was terrified. I couldn't sleep. The gunshots stayed with me. I was afraid you'd die. I thought it was lights out for me. I have a profound allergy to guns. I have a profound allergy to guns. They took the cops' guns away, and he was on desk duty until the investigation ended. Let's get you walking. We've got to get you back into shape. I walked up the hallway slowly with Erasmus and Socrates. There was a patient area outside the hospital with the garden that I brought him to. Ah, he said, it's so sweet to smell the air. I don't like being inside. I'll be ready to go by tomorrow. Between you, me, and Matt, we can get to Arizona in the next 48 hours. There's a friend in Medicine Man I need to see. I looked at him. Which part of no aren't you getting? Dr. Torres said wait. There is no rush. We should wait until you get the green light from her. I feel my star is guiding me there sooner than the doctor would like. I don't agree, I said with my arms crossed. Jake, we have you and Matt driving, and I can drive a little. We're only about 6 hours from Albuquerque, and then on to meet Hattie. Hattie? I have a friend named Hattie Lee, a traditional Navajo medicine man who is also a medic in Vietnam. After returning from Vietnam, he continued the tradition of healing he learned from his father. I know he'll help me. I'm afraid, Erasmus. We've had a lot of close calls over the past few months, and I don't want to push our luck. I looked out the window at the dust and barren hillside of Odessa. The hospital and the surgeons had saved his life, but I couldn't stop him from leaving once he made up his mind. Matt, will you drive? And you need to lie back. I know taking it easy isn't your style as far as I can tell. We have a lot more journeys ahead of us, but please consider staying. Erasmus convinced me. Even if I didn't think something was possible, it was easier to leave than I thought. I imagined we would have to tie the sheets out the window, but the front door was the easiest way to go. He had to sign a form against medical advice, settle with the business office, and by 9 a.m. we were in Emma Goldman, heading to Sedona. It felt strange having Erasmus lying on the bunk bed while we were up front. Matt said, Jake, take the first turn driving. I checked the mirrors, pulled out of the hospital parking lot, and the signs for Odessa faded in my rearview mirror. Sunlight washed over Emma, and I felt the road ahead was a new beginning. And that takes us to page 193 for tomorrow. And it is interesting for me in my main writings because, as some of you know, I've been out of many professions I've been a nurse, I've been a homeopathic physician, family nurse practitioner, a medic in the Navy many years ago, and how the story of healing always plays out for me, both in my writings, but also in this book, in my work as an herbalist, as a homeopath, as a physician, and as a nurse, and caring for people through most of my adult life. And these stories of healing are always there. And the healing, of course, is not just the physical healing, but the mental, emotional, and spiritual healing we all need to take. So, friends, thank you for joining me. You can get Jake and the Hobo, My Summer of Love, and you can get it online at VermontArtPoetryPress.com. And I appreciate your support. And thank you for listening. Good night now.